You know you're watching Friends when someone comes up with a business idea that sounds completely insane but somehow believes it's the next Amazon. This time, the genius behind the idea is none other than Phoebe. Phoebe walks in looking incredibly excited, like she just discovered the secret to becoming a millionaire overnight. Everyone expects some groundbreaking announcement. And technically it is groundbreaking because it breaks every business rule known to mankind. Phoebe proudly announces that she has finally figured out how to make money. Now at this point, everyone is curious. Maybe she found a great investment opportunity. Maybe she invented something useful. Maybe she got a real job. Nope. Her plan is to start a mobile massage business. Sounds normal so far, right? Well, wait. She and Frank were walking down the street when they saw an old catering van. And that's when inspiration struck. Phoebe realized that people need transportation, and people also need massages. So naturally the logical solution is to combine both. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world's first massage taxi. Imagine you're trying to get to work. You sit down in the back seat, and suddenly a stranger starts massaging your shoulders. Nothing about this sounds suspicious at all. Phoebe is completely convinced this is a revolutionary idea. Meanwhile, everyone else is trying to figure out how this vehicle would avoid getting reported to the police every 5 minutes. But wait. The best part isn't the business, it's the name. Because every successful company needs a memorable brand. Phoebe proudly announces the name, Relaxi Taxi. Honestly, it sounds less like a business, and more like an app created by someone who got 3 hours of sleep. But Frank isn't satisfied. He wants Relaxi Cab. And suddenly the conversation becomes a full-scale corporate war. These two are arguing about the name as if investors are already fighting to buy shares. Neither of them has a customer. Neither of them has a business license. Neither of them has a plan. But apparently naming rights are the most important issue. Classic Friends logic. What makes this scene hilarious is how seriously Phoebe takes the whole thing. She genuinely believes she's one good van away from becoming a business mogul. The confidence is unbelievable. Phoebe could announce tomorrow that she's opening a spa on the moon, and honestly nobody in the group would be surprised. At this point, Ross is probably wondering how he ended up being friends with these people. Monica is trying to stay polite. Joey is likely interested only because he thinks free massages are included. And Chandler is silently preparing 20 jokes he won't get the chance to finish. The funniest part, Phoebe never doubts herself for even 1 second. Not one. And that's actually kind of inspiring. Sure, the idea is ridiculous. Sure, nobody would willingly get into a moving massage van. Sure, there are probably several legal issues involved, but Phoebe doesn't care. She has confidence. And in the Friends universe, confidence is often more powerful than common sense. So if you've ever had a crazy idea that everyone laughed at, just remember, at least it wasn't Relaxi Taxi, or maybe it was. In which case please don't bolt a massage table into a van.